under your feet. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Y'all know what time it is. Got a little quick video, y'all. I'm sorry I'm not on my computer. I got to find my adapter for my wireless, and I'm going to get right back on now. I wanted people to get on, but unfortunately I can't do that tonight. But what I do want to talk about, the chin of Devin Haney. It's been suspect. Nobody never knew this. Got to give a shout out to this young fighter. I just looked him up on BoxRec due to the fact that I won't sign in. I can't figure out what weight class he's in. I'm guessing it's 135, 140. Floyd Schofield Jr. This young man was sparring Devin Haney and knocked Devin Haney on his ass. Well, no, he didn't. His father, Devin Haney's father, saved him from being knocked on his ass by Schofield. Now, this is coming from Schofield and his father, saying that they sparred Devin Haney probably months ago, and he knocked Devin Haney on his ass, and his daddy saved him. Basically, his daddy came and scooped him up like he was a little baby and stopped him from being knocked on his ass. Now, y'all know I go in on all fighters. I don't care if you're black, white, purple, green. I'm going to tell you the truth. I told y'all, and not only this, the father said that the son said Devin Haney has no power and that Devin Haney is not the fighter that the world thinks that he is. He said, so when he seen the fight against Linares, he already knew what was going, well, not what was going to happen, but when he saw what happened, he already knew that Devin Haney had a weak chin. He already knew that Devin Haney was susceptible to being knocked out by somebody. See, I told y'all from jump when I used to see Devin Haney, y'all thought I was a hater. Y'all thought I just didn't like Devin Haney. No, it's more to being a Floyd Mayweather. It takes more than just sitting there and being pretty in the ring. At 22, Floyd was a beast. At 22, Floyd wasn't going out there fighting 30-year-old men over their prime and then having to go 12 rounds with them. He fought Gamboa. Went 12 rounds with him after a knockout from Tank and an injury. He goes fight Linares, almost gets knocked out against Linares over the hill. We're not gonna say that. We're not gonna do that to Linares. But he's out of his prime. And you thought you was cherry picking this boy, and he went out there and almost knocked your ass out. I don't hate on Devin Haney. I just spit the truth about boxing. I'm different from your average channel. I'm no fan of nobody. I just talk about what I love, and I love fighting, and I love martial arts, and I love the sport of boxing. And I get on here and I tell y'all the truth. So y'all be looking out for your boy Floyd Schofield Jr., because he's the man who allegedly knocked Devin Haney on his ass in sparring. Said to the point where Bill Haney, how your daddy had to come save your ass? How your daddy had to come pick you up? How your daddy had to come pick you up off, stop a dude from knocking you out? He don't want you to get knocked out that bad that he run in the ring and save you, like the KC and JoJo video when a tear was finna drop and they ran in there and he caught it before it hit the floor. And people think I just be bashing Devin Haney. Devin Haney has millions, okay? This man gonna see more, gonna do more in his life than I ever did. There's no way I could say anything negative about him. But when it comes to boxing, I have a right to say whatever the fuck I want. Because I'm an observer, and he's a person that put himself out there in the limelight to be criticized or talked about. And it's nothing negative towards him. I'm happy he's a black man. He's successful. You know, everybody around him is eating good. They tasting shrimp and all that. You know what I'm saying? So there's nothing I can really say to him. But I just wanted to bring this out here and let y'all know that Devin Haney been getting rocked. I knew when he fought Shakur Stevenson in sparring that he wasn't on Shakur Stevenson level. But when I say that, people think I'm hating. Devin Haney is a good fighter. Devin Haney can actually change what's been going on or what's been said about him. One, he needs to work on his conditioning. Devin Haney needs to run a lot more. Now, I've seen videos of Devin Haney running, but I haven't seen a lot. Canelo Alvarez is another fighter that doesn't run a lot. And you see they break down after the 6th, 7th round. And you saw that with Devin Haney. Devin Haney actually tried to tackle Linares. But Floyd Schofield Jr. and his father both confirmed that they almost knocked Devin Haney out the motherfucking ring, but his daddy saved him. Now, Bill Haney, me and you have our issues. We talked once on World Combat Sports. Shout out to World Combat Sports. And you got mad at me because I tell the truth about boxing. Don't get mad at me. Get mad at Schofield Jr. and his father for coming out and saying that if it wasn't for the fact that you came up under your son like a broom and swept his ass up, then his ass was finna get knocked out. I don't have no beef with you, Bill. Y'all millionaires. Y'all, like I told you, you can send a hit at any time. And I'm not mad that you're a light skin. Okay, I'm not mad that you're a light skin before you say that. And yes, I am broke before you get on here and say that. But David been, what I'm saying, out here taking L's. Not only in the ring, but in sparring. He did a good job against Linares, though. He still showed a champion attitude, champion mind frame. But at the same time, he almost got knocked out. And at 22, Floyd Mayweather didn't get Floyd. And I'm saying Floyd Mayweather. I'm not comparing him to Floyd. Remember, y'all did that shit. Y'all did that. Y'all said he was the Floyd Mayweather protege. Y'all said just because he throw a jab to the body and a jab to the head and move his head around in a certain way that he Floyd. And I told y'all he wasn't. But Devin Haney, as a black man, I love you. And I would love to see you go out there and fight Teofimo Lopez and kick some ass. I just speak what I say. I speak what I feel. Nothing against you, my brother. Nothing against you. Also, Bill Haney. You are a great father. You have brought your son to places where I know you are satisfied and you are happy with what your son is doing. So, I have nothing negative to say to him about the fact that he almost got his ass knocked out. I have nothing negative to say to him about the fact that he was sparring Floyd Schofield Jr. and you had to run in and catch him like he was a baseball going over a fence. Don't get mad at me. If they're lying, then you go be mad at Schofield Jr. and his father. I'm just saying what they said. And they said that they almost had your son, up under a fucking car. You almost had your son under a fucking car. So it's not me being negative. I just speak the boxing talk. Right now everybody's talking about your son. Everybody's talking about is his chin weak. Even I posted a little meme, just a little meme, about the fact that, what I'm saying, they took a cap off his head and said, oh, it's not Devin Haney, it's Amir Khan, due to the fact of that chin. But Schofield Jr. is saying your son has no power. Linares said your son doesn't have any power. So Linares doesn't have a reason to lie because he lost. Schofield Jr., it was just sparring. He wouldn't have no reason to lie when like they actually fought. But he says your son has no power. So I guess if y'all want to compare Devin Haney to Floyd Mayweather, you can actually go with no power. Which they say that about Floyd, but you seen Floyd stun Canelo Alvarez. You seen him damn near drop a lot of fighters. Uppercutted Miguel Cotto down there, made him stumble. So, and then Floyd, when he was 22, he was knocking motherfuckers out. He was making motherfuckers quit. Angel Manfredis, the Gennaro Hernandez. You know, I just, it's you know, even if it take me in the ground, it be the death of me. I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. I love you, Devin Haney. You're a black man, Mr. Bill Haney. I love you too. Shout out to y'all. Y'all balling. I like them videos when y'all be showing y'all in them hotels at Up High Real and all that shit. Y'all donate to the channel if y'all can. $5, $10. You know what I'm saying? That would be very nice, Mr. Haney. Because I know y'all balling. But other than that, that's all I had to say, man. I thank y'all for tuning in. Please show your love, your support. Donate to the channel. You don't have to donate to the channel by monetarily. Donations can also come from you just basically getting out there, saying my name on different platforms. You get on Blue Sports or Champ Side or anything. Tell them go holler at your boy Easy Work Boxing. And he talk about more than boxing. Y'all know what time it is. You know what I'm saying? Support the channel. Show me some love. Thank y'all for tuning in. It's Easy Work Boxing. I'm out.